got snacks and supplies. It's time to leave this town, it's time to sail away. Let's go get lost right here in the USA. Let's go get lost, let's go get lost. Just a mirror for the sun. These smiling eyes are just a mirror for. Hey everyone, welcome to MT Guitar. Thanks for joining us today. We're doing Road Trippin' by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Classic fingerstyle song of theirs. This appeared on Californication, which, was just a massively successful album. I think it's their most successful album. It had, 5 or 6 singles on it, including Californication, Other Side, Scar Tissue, etc. Done lessons on Californication and Scar Tissue, so I'll leave links to those songs if you're interested in the description below. I guess John Frusciante composed this pretty much off the cuff after they went surfing, and they were literally, on a road trip, and I guess Anthony Kiedis and Flea said, what's that? And he said, well, I just made it up. So they kind of wrote this song in the moment as they were on this road trip. And yeah, it's actually not too difficult. It's quite fast, so that's the hard part. So I would just start it nice and slow, like we will on this lesson. Right? So it's a good chance to work on our independence of our thumb and our fingers, because this guitar part, we have the fingers and thumb alternating, So they're never happening at the same time, at least not on the main riff. Right, so it's kind of a back and forth thing, so pretty cool there. For the chorus, it kind of changes it up a little bit, so we have a chance to do that as well. So we'll cover that as well as the bridge. And it's really fun to get this up to speed. So I think for the lesson, we'll start slow. We'll just kind of build it up the tempo and see if we can kind of get it up. The Patreon will have the tab for this, and you're welcome to check that out. It's a great way to support the channel as well. I'll be recording an album starting Saturday. So if I'm not as active on YouTube, that's why. A lot going on in terms of preparing for that. And I'll be in the studio 4 days in a row, Saturday through Tuesday. So wanted to get some content out for you before that begins. And wish me luck. I'm going to hopefully post some behind-the-scene footage. Might take a while to get all that edited, but I'll be taking some video as I can. And I'll keep you updated as things progress. So anyway, let's jump on in and learn this song. All right, so we're going to start with the intro, which also is the verse. It's sort of the main, the main guitar part of this song. Right? There's going to be a few variations, but this is, sort of a tried and true foundation for this riff that pretty much is the standard. Sometimes he deviates from that. We'll cover that, but we'll start right away here, nice and slow. So we're going to get an E minor ready. Now, once in a while, he'll go to 5th fret, so you'll see me on the demo sometimes doing the 1st and 2nd finger. But if you're not going to go to 5th fret, I think it's more comfortable to do this. So why don't we just start there, and then when we get to this variation, we can always switch our fingerings later. Okay, so 1st finger there, 2nd fret 4th string, 3rd finger there, which is 3rd fret 1st string. Now thumb is going to be here on the right hand, all right? Thumb on the 4th string, middle finger on the 1st string, and then index finger on the 2nd string, all right? So we're going to go thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb. Like that. Okay? That's the first half of the pattern. Then we go first, fourth, second, fourth, first, fourth. So the whole thing would be, okay? That's most of the song right there, believe it or not, if you think about the pattern as being something we can move to each chord, all right? One more time. Okay? Now we move everything down. So we move the thumb to 5th string and the index and middle to 2nd and 3rd string, and we go to this C chord here. It's going to be only 2 fingers needed on the left hand. So you're going to have 3rd fret 5th string, 5th fret 2nd string, and you're going to go same exact pattern actually in terms of the fingers. So thumb, middle, thumb, index, thumb. Happens to be 5th string, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 5th. Then we just move it down a fret on the left hand. It becomes a B augmented. And we do the same second half of the pattern, meaning middle, thumb, index, thumb, middle, thumb. Okay? So really slowly that would be. So the whole first phrase, which is going to be basically good to go for the entire verse, would be 3, 4. Repeat. Why don't we try it a teeny bit faster? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that will work for the entire verse if you want, but let's cover a couple of variations. On the second half of the intro, same as before, but this time he goes really cool. He actually combines on the B augmented here, 2nd and 5th, 3rd and 5th, 2nd and 5th. So it's like, okay, straight into the verse. Let's cover the variations that occur throughout the verse. There's a couple, but you could just play this main pattern for the entire song. Okay, for the entire verse, I mean. All right, so for the verse, let's go through the variations. Road trippin', everything's the same here, but now we have our first variation on the. This is the same, and now we go as if we're going to do that pattern from before, but then he goes 2nd and 5th. 3rd and 5th, and then 5th, 2nd right away, right? So that would be road trippin' with my 2 favorite outlines. Like that. All right, moving on. This is the same as before. And then here we have another variation. This is where we're going to want to have our 1st and 2nd fingers here so that we can reach the 5th fret. So it's going to be 4th, 1st. Now 3rd fret, thumb, 5th fret, thumb, 3rd fret, thumb. So that would be. Okay. Then back to normal. And then back to normal. So most of the time it's not changing. Okay. Okay, now when he says, let's go get lost, he does the 5th fret thing again, so let's try that. And then everything's normal. Okay, so those are the variations that I noticed, and I was pretty attentive hearing anything he did differently, so we've covered a few of them, but I would just throw them in. I mean, obviously Frusciante probably wasn't planning the variations as far as timing-wise. He just had them all worked out and just threw them in when he felt it. So that's probably a good way to go. Now we get to Just a Mirror for the Sun, right? Now this part is tricky. I think it's trickier. So we'll take it nice and slow. A minor 7 here, on the left hand, 5th and 1st string together. This time we're going to want to use our ring finger. So we go ring finger, 1st string, middle finger, 2nd string, index finger, 3rd string. And we're going to go 5th and 1st together, 3rd, 2nd, thumb, 1st, 5th. Like that. Okay. G over B, same pattern except we move the fingers down to 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings, and we go 5th and 2nd together, 4th, 3rd, 5th, 2nd, 5th. Okay. C, back to the original pattern. Okay. Now a D over G, so we go to 7, 8, 7 on the first 3 strings here. And we're going to go 4th and 1st together, 2nd, 3rd, 1st, 4th, 2nd, 3rd. Okay. So that whole chorus is 3, 4. A little quicker one more time. 3, 4. It's quite tricky up to speed, but fun once you get it. Okay. Then so after the chorus, it goes back, repeats the form, you know, verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Then we go to a bridge, which is instrumental. Okay. And the pattern is is actually identical to the chorus. All right, so E minor, 4th and 1st together, and it's identical in terms of the fingering of the right hand fingers, not of the strings necessarily, but the fingers are moving to accommodate this pattern. Okay, so 4th and 1st strings, 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 1st, 4th. Okay, then the A, we move everything down on the right hand, a string. So A7. Same pattern. Hopefully that makes sense. C, we move the fingers up to the first 3 strings. And we go 5th and 1st, 3rd, 2nd, 5th, 1st, 5th. Now D, we move the thumb up to the 4th string. Okay, so the whole pattern is. Okay, good. Now we repeat, but we're going to go to 5th fret, 1st string, so get that 1st and 2nd finger on the E minor. And we go like that. Back to A7, which we've covered. C. Now he goes to a E flat diminished 7th, which is 4, 5, 4, 5 here on the first 4 strings, and he goes same pattern. So, okay, repeat everything. Just go quick here because I've covered it. All right, second time. Here, after the C, we have our fun little riff here. So we go back to our E flat diminished 7th, 4th and 1st together. We go like that. So 4th and 1st, 4th, 2nd, 4th, 1st, 4th, 2nd, 4th, 1st, like this. Then he slides up to 13 and 14, and you go 4th, 1st, and then we go down 3 frets each time. This is a diminished trick here. You can just do that forever. So we go from 13 and 14 to 10 and 11, down 3 frets again, 7 and 8, down 3 frets again, 4 and 5. One more time, 1 and 2, and then 1 again. So the whole thing would be. Okay, so then you go back to the verse, pre-chorus, chorus. Then the outro is just kind of like a ticking clock almost. It's pretty cool. It would be 1st, 4th, 2nd, 4th, 1st, 4th, 2nd, 4th, just over and over on that E minor. And then eventually fade out. Or he slows down, actually. Okay? I would start this slow. I would just go slow, slow, slow. And you just basically want to have it as muscle memory. Then you can kind of start to pick it up. I mean, that's even faster than the recording, so you don't need to go that fast. But it is fun to work it up. So using a metronome is a good idea. Let me know if if that works, if you have any questions, and enjoy.